Just waiting for the last of the spectators to leave the oval. Big crowd down at the netball too earlier when I was down there.
Was it?
Yeah, lots of there.
Beauty.
Grubby. The netball manager's doing a great job down there. Might talk to her at some stage in the finals.
Is there any when she comes to get money off you.
Yeah, that's right.
Is there any other stalls around there today?
Yeah, there's a couple down there. Yeah.
Should have gone down there.
You didn't hunt them out? Oh, no.
Come on the wrong gate.
Yeah.
Well, Smithy's already had to part with a quid. You're next, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's right, exactly. All right, we got everybody off?
Does it matter?
So. Well, start of the second term. Bannockburn 4-2-26, Thomson 1-1-7. Kieran Fulton up against Matt Baden in the ruck. And Baden gets a hand first, but Tyke went in the middle. Oh, he tried to ride the tackle. He left it behind. McLeish to Holbrook. He got the kick away to half forward. The Westwoods raffle it. Josh wins it. Plays on quickly. Gets it inside to Forbo.
Look at that free kick.
Comes out and takes the mark. And we'll have a set shot. Not happy with the effort from Tom Parsons behind him either.
Well, I think he'd be pretty used to it because I reckon every league he's ever played in, they've had to do that. So he's been such a terrific player.
He's kicked the goal this afternoon so far for Thomson. So this for his second and the City Tigers' second. He comes in the southern end of the ground with the 8 of the breeze. Shouldn't have any trouble with the distance. He's just inside 50 when he kicks. Oh, terrible. Off the shank off the left boot. Goes wide. Might be out of bounds. So probably a good result in the end for Thomson. Get another crack at it. So boundary throw in. Paul Davis doing the ruck work for Thomson. Josh Cole for Bannockburn. Goes up. Cole gets it down. Tyquin, fresh air shot. And kick around out of the... Oh, that was amazing out of the back from Westwood, who was in traffic and somehow got the kick around the corner and kicked the goal for Thomson. So that is Josh Westwood's first. And the second for Thomson. They go to 2-1-13. Trail Bannockburn 4-2-26. And that's on the Commodore Hotel. Second quarter scoreboard, minute and a half played.
Well, they've already had a couple of touches, both of them, early in this quarter. And that's what I said at quarter time. These blokes, you've just got to watch them when the ball hits the ground, because I reckon they're more dangerous, Thomson, when the ball's on the deck than when they're in the air down there. As good as Davis is.
So ball back in the middle this time. Ruckman go at it again. Fulton tries to take it out of the contest. Holwell rips it out of his hands now. He sits underneath the contest, and Fulton over the top. There's going to be a ball up right in the middle of the ground once again. Ruckman to go back at it once more. This time Baden up over the top, only as far as Miles. Gets boot the ball, goes back into the half-forward line. In the marking position, Peters couldn't take it, went to Middleton on the left boot, delivers the ball, goes long, back towards the goal square, gets over the top. How will it run? It runs straight through, and that is a quick response for the Bannockburn side. Willie Middleton has his first of the afternoon, and the fifth for Bannockburn. They are 5-2. They lead Thomson on 2-1, and just over 2.5 minutes gone, second quarter.
Well, I reckon in the two finals that I saw them play against Werribee in this series, how many times did they get a quick response after a Werribee goal? And I thought, well, that's going to be a lot harder to do today against Thomson, because they don't give you an inch, but they got the ball out in Middleton, a big long kick. That's exactly what they do. And if they can continue to do that and kick them against the flow, they're right in the game. That's a big goal for them.
So back to the middle, Baden, Fulton. Fulton gets it down. Bryman to get there first. Good pick up. Got pushed off the footy by Casey, though.
That's fair.
And then Casey follows it up. Oh, handball one. McLeish out to McLeod. Across half forward. Tapped it on. Westwoods to raffle it. Jared wins it. Handball back to Holwell. Under pressure. Gets it wide to Wall. Good kick. Brendan runs on. 50 out. Kick was smothered by Kelly. Back to Wall. Oh, had it lost at Matheson. Shuffles it towards Westwood. Get out of the way. Jared handball. Only as far as Bryman to Spiller. Good little kick to Fulton at centre half back. Did nicely. Just measured the pass. And the big fella took the mark, and he chips the ball to the last goal scorer, Middleton. Takes it at half back, plays on now, works his way back inside, goes to centre half forward, overcooks the kick, and PJ takes the mark.
Gee, that was a bad kick. Luke Peters was never going to mark that ever.
DeSanto handballs at the jacker. He's got Wall wide. He goes in that direction. Middleton has to make up some ground. He can't do so. Wall takes the mark. Centre wing. Chips the ball over the top towards McLeod. Has to sit and wait for it. Barth gets away from him. Oh, a blind, double blind turn. Back to Wall. Off a step. Backwards towards Holwell. He takes the mark. Now he goes. Short kick. Half forwards. Okay. Spokes takes the mark. Plays on now from the point of the centre square, goes long. Davis goes up, punched away from behind. Westwood rows it close to the boundary line, can't keep it in. We'll have a boundary throw in. 4.5 played, second term. Thomson 2-1-13, Bannockburn 5-2-32.
I know the boundary line beat him, but you see he was the only one running for it because he read it off the pack a lot longer than everybody else.
Ball thrown back into the pocket, goes towards Tyke when he's taken in the tackle. Tries to shrug through the first one, and he's going to be pinged.
There he is.
Umpire said that he's holding the ball, dropping the ball. Not too sure, it doesn't matter.
Incorrect disposal.
There you go.
To these days.
Thank you very much. And Davis will be the recipient. So Paul Davis now. Who's one for the day? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have any at this stage. No. So he steps in now. Distance definitely won't be a problem here. He's got a pretty good action kicking for goal, and that looks pretty nice. Off the boot and straight over the umpire's head. And he has his first and a third now for Thomson. They are 3-1. Bannockburn 5-2. It's 5.5 gone. Second quarter. Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
It's probably a couple of times young Tyke tried to break the tackle. He got away with it in the middle of the ground. He didn't get away with it down there. I would say after not playing a game since round 18 and you're a little bit rusty, if you do get hold of the ball, get rid of it quickly for a while until you get the pace of the game, because he hasn't played for a while. But you know, free kicks like that was there all the way. And you just don't want to. They're going to kick enough goals without you giving free kicks away. So you've got to try and limit that.
Back to the middle.
Let's see if they can respond this time.
Yeah. Baden and Fulton. Fulton beautiful to Miles. Doesn't take it though. John O'Casey does. Gets the kick outside of the right foot towards half forward. Pushed into it. BJ. Good tackle. Westwood. Dropped it. Punts. Free kick advantage paid. So Casey gets it, goes long inside 50. Forbes with a lift, goes up, can't take it. Jared Westwood front and centre with Davis. Wheels around, gives away to Reese. 40 out, right foot, kick, goal! Holwell puts his first on the board. And 2 in a minute for the Thomson Tigers. They go to 4-1-25. Bannockburn 5-2-32. Commonwealth Hotel second quarter scoreboard, 7 played.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as McLeod got that ball, he had 3 or 4 of them that he could give it to, and sometimes when you're in that situation you give it to the wrong bloke. I mean, Westwood was there, but he was actually moving the wrong way, and a couple other blokes too, but he gave it to the bloke who had a direct run at goal. Not a huge goal kicker, Reese Holwell, but he shows us that he's got the talents that win him the Whitley medal, because he banged it right through beautifully.
So back in the middle we go once again. Fulton and Baden going at it. And ball is thrown up. This time Baden gets the ball down, comes out the back. Matty Hoey trusted on the ground, kicked off the ground by Baden. Favours Wall, needs to run onto it. Oh, tapped that nicely. Actually, I think Westwood put his hand in there, but he's got it back again. Outside the McLeod, loads up, can go long, and it's offline at this stage. Davis in the pocket, read that nicely. Cole able to get back and see it over the boundary line.
Should have marked that.
Fine. Yes.
And I tell you what, McLeod and Wall are injecting themselves into this game this quarter. Oh, I thought Wall wasn't bad early in the last quarter, but by geez, they're putting themselves right in the mix here.
So thrown back in again by the umpire. Forward pocket, ball comes back, goes to Westwood, got the handball away. It went back over the boundary line, and it will be a throw-in to take place. Similar to the last.
Here's now where you have to get Westwood, and both of them, and stand right alongside them.
So ball thrown back in quickly then by the umpire again. This time tapped to the front of the contest, goes back towards the boundary line. Tycoon picks it up, gets in the right boot, goes outside 50. Spoil from behind, ends up in the hands of Bowden. It was a ricochet, come back to Holwell. Holwell back to the pocket. Ball goes over the boundary line. Yes, it is. And there will be another ball in to take place. About 30 around from the goals this time. Thomson back into attack.
The reason I say that, Smithy, you stand 1 metre away from them,
oh yeah,
and they'll dong you. They will get it.
At least don't let them goal side of you. That'd be the biggest thing.
Exactly.
So ball thrown back in. That's nice off the top to Solly. Solly boots the ball, and I think it's gone through as well. It has, and Ethan Solly has got his first goal of the afternoon. And that makes it 5-1 now for the Thomson side. They trail Bannockburn on 5-2, and 9 minutes gone. Second quarter, come on to Feen Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
I'll tell you what, you get a couple in a row, and what Bannockburn have to do now is not panic. They just have to go back to real good, solid defence, pick your man up, make sure they don't get too loose, because if you panic now, Thomson going to kick another 4 or 5 before the half-time break, and that is all she wrote. I can tell you that now.
So back to the middle. 4 goals in 9 minutes. And there's a point of difference in the grand final. Baden and Fulton. They've been winning it in here, Thomson. Bannockburn need to get it away. Tyquin can't get it smothered. Baden's there as well. Through the middle, Reese gets the kick out wide. McLeod
In the
gets
back.
a push in the back. Bath next to him.
I was waiting for that whistle because it was
Yeah,
a dead
it was
set.
gonna go.
It was a dead set, wasn't it?
Yep. So McLeod's got it. Centre wing goes high with the kick. Inside 50. Davis from a long way away. Spiller did nicely. Couldn't take the mark though. But his second effort was all right. Got the clearing kick out very wide into the car park. And Wall has taken the mark. Plays on now. Inside 50 again. Spears it towards Forbes. Good kick. And Forbes, I
I want to give him 50 from there because he's not on his right
No,
foot.
Parsons thought it was touched off the boot, but it wasn't, so Forbes has taken it. 45 out from goal on the boundary line. The wrong side for the left foot. Terrible off the boot again. Fulton will be able to pick it up. Can he get around? He does, just under pressure. They get it away quickly. Out towards, Tom. Set DeSanto's next to him. Westwood, left foot kick high. Across the face of goal. Into the pocket. Davis punched through, punched over. Punched through for a rush behind to Thomson. Scores level 5-2-32. Thomson Bannockburn 5-2-32. 10.5 played.
They're right on
Second
them.
term.
They're right on the Thomson forwards. Their defensive moment is fantastic.
Kelly kicks in from the full back position. He goes out wide, and it's going to fall straight in the hands of Wall. Couldn't take the mark at ground level. Picked up Peters. Gets on the right boot. Kick round the boundary line. Didn't travel too far. Picked up Robinson. Goes to Spiller. Spiller now goes back towards centre wing. And the ball is... Oh, I thought he was going to go.
So did I.
He went like that, didn't he?
So did I, yeah.
Look, they haven't done it all year. They've been really good on that.
So the ball will be thrown back in on centre wing now. Fulton doing the ruck work. Baden's also there. Fulton's up. Ball goes back to the front of the contest. Middleton couldn't take it, but Holwell does. Good little handball out. Three's up. And the player coming through was Hodgson. Kicked back into their forward line. Only as far as Hislop. He had the ball then that fell out of his hands. Went back and tried to collect it again. Forbes puts a hand in there. Ends up in the hands of Parsons. Parsons back to Cole. Cole's kick was smothered. Forbes did nicely on the boundary line. And he's happy enough to see the ball over. And we'll have a throw in to take place. 35 round from the behind post. Thomson again back in their attacking end. Be open space in the Bannockburn forward line. So ball thrown back in. Again tapped by Fulton, cleared through. That was Wall. That was nice. Went towards goal. David Wall has Brendan Wall, and he has missed it just to the left. Yep, David Wall playing bell post still.
David Ball. Back to the glory days.
Yes. And it's 5-3 now to Thomson. They take the lead. Bannockburn are on 5-2. We have gone 12 minutes. Second quarter, Common Hotel scoreboard.
So Kelly kicks it in from full back. Long kick. Baden with a big thump away. In front was Holwell, but the kick was his handball was smothered. Then Miles' kick was smothered. But they get it free, Bannockburn, towards Tyquin. Shuffles the handball. They're running free to Miles now on centre wing.
What's down the ground?
Goes towards half forward, but Thomson with the numbers. DeSanto gets across there. Takes the mark at half back. So DeSanto just wants to thought about chipping the ball sideways. He chips it to Casey. Good pick up on the half volley. Feigns the first handball, then the second one to Hodgson. Back to a standing start. Maguire under pressure. Holwell gets it out to McLeod at half back. He can go further with the handball to Tunbridge. He's got Stacey wide. He goes in that direction. They're out of trouble now. Thomson on centre wing. He's got Menzies short. He goes in that direction. The greyhound comes up, takes the mark. Who's he got? Matheson at centre half forward. Not much else at the moment. Davis gives him a lead. He's going to go in that direction. Goes in towards there. He's not going to meet it. Wall goes up. Davis off the back. Matheson. Handball out to Wall. He can't take it with him. Numbers there with Bannockburn. Hoey gets the kick around the corner to Tyquin. Takes the mark. At half back. Just settles it up.
Steady it up, mate. Steady
Steadies
it
the
up.
play. Called to play on now. Wants to go short. He goes towards centre wings. Good kick to Bath. Takes the mark. Centre wing, he goes short towards Jervis, takes the mark. He's got Robinson outside, Broman inside. He just goes with the kick instead. Up the line towards Tom. He's got the sit. Can take the mark. Oh, he doesn't. Robinson off the side. Close to the boundary line. Baden gets across there. Reese tries to keep it in. Does, but only as far as Broman. Coming across was Fenivesi. Well, he tried to play without giving away the free kick for a high tackle, but umpire said he did. So Broman will play on from left half forward and drive it long now into the pocket, sets it up. Baden's got the sit. He goes up. Oh, they raffle at the Thomson players and they don't take the mark. Across the front, Holwell gets the kick away back to the middle, but Hislop takes the mark for Bannockburn in the middle, so just sets it up and now...
Hang on, there's something going on right down there.
Yeah, not
where Holwell was. Just beside him.
Brent Jark, so free kick Thomson. Stacey's going to take it. He goes to half back with the kick. Casey handballs it inboard to Hodgson, who runs away, goes to the left foot kick towards a long lead from Forbo, takes the mark. 65 out from goal. What's he got? He's got Matheson deep. He's got Davis deep as well, but Bannockburn have done nicely. He chips the ball inside. Terrible kick. Pick up by Fulton was good. Handball to Broman was all right, and he goes now with a right foot kick. They're out of trouble towards Spiller, but that's a terrible kick in the end. And Thomson have the numbers if they can keep it in. Forbes helped out. He might get the ball back. He handballs it over the top. They're working in the phone box close to the boundary line. They see it out. Yep. And no,
it is. I thought he did.
Pushing the back.
Yeah, it was there.
5-3-33 Thomson. They lead Bannockburn 5-2-32. 15 played second quarter.
So Casey with a free kick on the just outside the forward position. He goes across the ground and we'll have a teammate there in Hodgson. Hodgson now with the ball. Back beyond the centre line, but he's a good kick of the football. We'll put this ball where it's dangerous. That's gone very, very high. Fulton in front. Ball not marked. Nearly fell into Forbes' hands, but he couldn't hang on to it. Picked up by Fulton. Got the handball out wide. Went as far as Broman over the top to Howie. Howie goes around the boundary line. Back into the hands there of Hodgson. And he is happy enough to see it over the boundary line. And there will be a throw-in to take place on that far side of the ground.
Bit heavier the rain too now.
Half forward and centre wing. Yes, it is coming down a little bit now.
Well, in this case, it helps Bannockburn, doesn't it, with Thomson with the wind?
So the ball now thrown back in by the umpire. Ball comes to McLeish. McLeish on hands and knees. Tries to feed the ball out. Kicked off the ground by Casey. Only as far as... I think there was Jervis. He couldn't take it cleanly. Into the hands of Westwood. Taken high. Ball comes out. It's either dropping the ball or a free kick, but it's going to go to Jervis this time. And Jervis now with that ball. He'll go to the far side of the ground. Peters out there. Mark not taken. Actually, it's Robinson. Picks the ball up out of the contest and goes back into the forward line. Long kick into the half forward line. Tom did that nicely. Took possession of the ball. Goes back on the left boot. That kick wasn't too flash. Robinson a chance. Gillies comes up and takes the mark. So Gillies... I reckon if Braden had to grab him, he was going to keep going there.
Yeah, he was.
And he's going to see how the bounce-off comes, do you reckon?
Well, he hadn't called play on the umpire, which we saw here one day, and if he had grabbed him, it would have been 50.
So now the ball goes from Gillies, goes long into the forward line. Miller from behind, ball gets out the back to the pocket, kicked off the ground, Jarks, and missed. I think he has ball that's a little bit too short. Through for a minor score, Brent Jarks 2-1. And Bannockburn now 5-3, which will tie things away once again. 17 minutes have gone. Second quarter, Cominafine Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
2 points to difference in the WRFL Grand Final.
Go on.
Chris Morland led Wyndham Royal with Nathan Bissett playing as well, so a bit of Geelong flavour there.
Hodgson kicks it in from full back, a long kick to the middle of the ground. McLeod goes up off the back of the pack. Davis is there as well. Got it to centre wing and nobody's had a second kick just yet. Bannockburn, they get it. They get it. Jervis goes but turns it over. Menzies takes the mark. Plays on quickly, runs across half back and then kicks a terrible kick to Egan. Going to set him a task because he's got Spiller and Broman against him. You better get the kick away quick. He does and he kicks into the car park.
Unbelievable.
Out of bounds on the full. Jake Miles takes the mark. He was standing on the outside on the bench.
Just as I said, Jervis has got to run. Menzies has got to run for Thomson.
Oh, Broman kick was slow and McLeish did nicely. Taps it on. Hey, he got one high. The umpire said play on. Middleton comes at McLeish, comes at him. Now it's getting a bit willing. Harding gets it to Broman off a step. Jackie short kick. Okay, Tyquin takes the mark. Centre wing plays on. Switches the play. Beautiful to Jervis. Grubby's asked him to run. Can he? He picks it up and he will.
Off you go.
He goes through the middle now with a kick. Long kick towards Peters. Over the back. Can he pick it up? He can't. Oh, he's pushed off the footy. The umpire says play on. Jerry coming at it again. Maguire gets the handball away. They've got an extra player there. Egan's the man. Can he get around? A nice little a little side step. Goes to Casey. And he takes the mark. Just settles it down at half back. 18 and a half played. Thomson 5-3-33. Bannock 5-3-33.
So the ball now kicked towards centre wing. Matheson on a strong lead, takes the mark. So he steadies things down. Looks back inside McLeish. No, not the option there. Miller's not too far away from him. Not too much forward of that contest. He goes short. That will be okay. Mark taken out there. McLeish it is. A little bit of go. Slow football now from the Thomson side. Still looking at his options. Called the play on by the umpire. He brings the ball back inside. McLeod comes up. Doesn't take the mark. Tom tackle without the ball. And a free kick will go to Jason Tom. Defensive side of centre wing. Or sorry, centre I should say. Kicks back into the middle. Broman comes up from behind, takes the mark now and kicks back into the half-forward line. Peters leads in the race for the ball. He did that nicely, attacked it, but then he didn't take it cleanly. Had to go back after it again, and he's done that also nicely. Look back inside. Handball goes off to Bowden. Bowden short. Lead-up player, Gillies can't take the mark. Good spoil from behind. That was Tunbridge. Tunbridge gives the handball away, and they bring the ball back towards centre wing. Broman is there. Egan got to the front of the contest. Ball comes down into the hands of Casey, and now through the half-middle, or the half centre wing, they deliver the ball to the half-forward line, and Nath Kelly gets a hand in there. Ball goes over the boundary line, and it will be a throw-in to take place.
That was good footy, Link Peters. He nearly lost the ball, but he just kept going and going.
So ball will be thrown back in. Blake Miller pushing up. Davis now doing some ruck work. Miller, front position, taps it back towards the boundary line. Leading the race is McLeish. McLeish puts the boot to ball, goes high into the forward line. Matheson out the back. Ball will come back, and it's Josh Kyle, who's the only man standing at the present time. Got the favourable bounce. Looked up forward, kicked outside. Missed the target in Bath. Went past Stacey. Bath can run onto it, takes it. Little kick forward was okay. Will give Robertson a nice chance, but Baden did that nicely. Tapped the ball back into the hands there of Jacker and got the ball towards Menzies, but the ball's gone back over the boundary line, and we'll have another throw in. 20 minutes have gone in the second quarter. Commonwealth Hotel second quarter scoreboard, it is 5-3 apiece.
That wind is blowing straight across the ground now with the rain.
So boundary throw in, left half forward for Thomson. Baden and Miller comes to the side. Middleton jumps on it, needs some support. Broman across there, kick off the ground, gains 30 metres, goes to Robinson, push past the footy. Jack is over there, handball back in board to Middleton was good. They had the extra man. Miles chips the footy nicely. Tom takes the mark just inside the boundary line at centre wing. Called to play on now, goes down the line, holds up in the breeze. Oi, was that a push? The umpire said yes. Shepherd, whatever you like.
Yeah.
Thompson to take the free kick.
And a mile too early. The ball wasn't even in the contest.
So along the line, Tunbridge, kick wide and punched away by Tom, so we'll have a boundary throwing. Out of side, centre wing. Bit of a lull at the moment. 22 played, second term. All square here in the grand final. Boundary throw in, Miller and Davis for having a run in the ruck. Bannockburn and the numbers at the back, Hislop. Kick up high into the middle. Westwood kept his eye on it. Good mark too. And good mark in front of Jervis. Wanted to play on quickly and does now. Kicks around the corner out wide to Davis. Takes the mark at half forward. Just to move it on quickly. Matheson and Forbes. He's got Forbes on a lead. Goes in that direction. Push past it. And Bowden sees him pass the footy and the ball over the line. So boundary throw in. About 30 around from the Thomson goal. Kicking to the southern end in this second term. Miller and Matheson doing the ruck work. Miller gets it down. Tyquin pushed into it. Holwell put his head over the football and got one very high. Coming the other way. Advantage paid. So Westwood with the outside of the left boot, if you don't mind, kicks a goal. That's what he's worth. Jared Westwood kicks his first of the afternoon and just taking it really. 6-3-39, Thomson. Bannockburn 5-3-33. Commonwealth Hotel second quarter scoreboard, 23 minutes played.
Well, that one breaks the deadlock, and I think pretty much ensures that Thomson will go in ahead at half time, but I don't pay them free kicks. I wouldn't have paid a free kick to Reece Hole in that situation at all, because he dived into the pack. You dive into a pack and hit someone in the legs and hurt yourself. Don't pay the free kick, because if you do, they're going to keep doing it, and one day he's not going to get up.
Yeah.
Don't pay the free kick and he'll stop doing it. And, he just dived headlong in. It's not the bloke who's coming in. It's not his fault. I know it's courageous. Jack does the same. Jackie Broman's exactly the same. And I hope one day that they don't get hurt.
So the ball back now in the middle of the ground. That's going to be Miller doing the ruck work. And Davis is also in there. Miller up, down, taps it down towards Miles. Fell over, got the handball away. Only as far as Spokes. He can't take it cleanly. Ball gets out the back. Peters taps it along the ground. Went back and had to collect the ball. Left it behind. Bowman's there. He can't pick it up in the hands of Fenivesi. Stepped inside one. Went back towards the fast lead.
What was that?
Good hands. The mark has been taken. So McLeod now, just now, the wet weather. I'm not too sure of the range is there, but he plays on, runs just outside 50. A floating ball back into the forward line. Matheson couldn't take the mark, and it is going through for a rush behind. Thomson now will move to 6-4. Bannockburn on 5-3. And we've just gone over 24 with Cole doing the kicking in work now from the full-back position. Again, he goes out wide. Miller's out there, ball gets out the back, slip the ball, goes through to Davis, he's tackled, dropped the ball, no, pay on says the umpire, goes back into the hands of Robertson, a little bit of pace, got out of the contest, Miles picked it up, taken in a tackle, brought to ground, and without prior opportunity there, he will have a ball up.
I'll tell you what.
Prior opportunity.
I'll tell you what, if they had that concussion thing they have to do for 15 minutes in this league, Holwell wouldn't win the Whitley. He plays concussed every week.
So ball now in dispute there. It's picked up again. Tygon, I think it was, in the hands of McLeish. Flipped it out the back. Goes towards Hislop. He didn't take clean possession. McLeod's there. Got the handball back inside. Fenivesi got an option wide. Missed the target. And the running player was Stacey's. Got the player at the back and wall. Short kick will go to Menzies. And Menzies should take the mark and does. Menzies outside 50 again. No too many options forward of the ball. It's all Bannockburn. All the tools are standing back beyond centre half forward. Running play on now. Sell a bit of candy. Try to get around the player to mark. Does so. Then loads up. Wobbler goes into the forward line. That's a great pass. Straight into the hands of Westwood. And the mark will be taken. And more than likely goal be kicked here. Left foot up.
I reckon on Monday morning, you will have meant that. Well, if they celebrate.
The funny thing is, it doesn't matter whether he meant it or not. He was so far out for goal, he knew he couldn't kick it. He did exactly what a quick bloke's supposed to do and play on. Great footy.
The kick wasn't good, but the result there from Westwood is a good one. And Westwood now has his second, and they are 7-4 now. Thomson side, they lead Bannockburn on 5-3. We have ticked over 26 minutes. The second quarter, Conifine Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
And look, I know he played on, but it was basically going to be a set kick. So I just can't see how a dangerous little bugger like Westwood can be just left sitting there with blokes not within 1 or 2 metres. Maybe the fact that he played on might have put him off a little bit, but they know how dangerous these Westwoods are. You must stay on them. You've got to stay on them.
So back to the middle.
I think Thomson 6-3 down there, wasn't there? 6 Bannockburn, 3 Thomson blokes.
Yeah, and he was just sitting a metre and a half away. Like I said before, you cannot give these blokes a metre.
6-goal second turn for Thomson. Late stages now of the quarter. Baden goes up, gets it down. Miles tried to tap it on, but it was good in the end because it fell into the arms of Tyquin, who gets the kick out wide. Jacker tracks it before Robinson, close to the boundary line, and runs out of room and sees it over for a throw in.
And I know their forwards have kicked a lot of goals this quarter and looked $1 million, and so have their midfielders, but I tell you what, their half back line has just repelled just about everything that's come their way, and that's a big help.
So boundary throw in. Miller and Baden. Miller gets it down, rove by Casey. Back to the middle. Menzies created some space, but Kelly runs the other way. Can he pick it up? He can't. He's over the top of it. He handballed it up to Miles. He threw the ball. Now John O'Casey gets it wide. Matheson on a lead. Can't take the mark. On hands and knees. Cole, now he's on hands and knees. He picked it up. Can he get the handball away? He can. Broman gets a kick under pressure around the corner. Tyquin on centre wing. Gets around one. Does nicely. Right foot kick to high, to half forward. Tunbridge. Tom goes up. Off hands at the side. Howie off a step. Inside 50. Oh, Egan nearly took the mark. It was running back with a flight of the footy. He might have a second chance. Shuffles it out wide. Coming at it, Maguire. And the siren sounds for half time. And it says Thomson 7-4-46. They lead Bannockburn 5-3-33. Goal kickers Dale at half time.
Yeah, goal kicks to half time. We have 2 to Westwood, 1 each to Davis, Forbes, Westwood, and that is Josh Westwood. Yep. 1 to Holwell, 1 to Solly, and for Bannockburn 2 to Jarks, 1 each to Gillies and Middleton, and Jai Robinson.
13 points of difference at half time. Thomson 7-4-46, Bannockburn 5-3-33. We'll take a break, come back second half, match day live after this on 94.7 The Pulse.